So in this video, top find of 2024 was finding pit viper neonates. In Pennsylvania and Maryland, you can find the neonates or babies pretty much the last 2 weeks of August, first 2 weeks of September. I've usually always found timber rattlesnakes slightly before I found copperheads. And I'll show you in the clips to come the copperhead babies I found and the timber rattlesnake babies I found. It's always a highlight of mine every year to find them. It's just cool to see how many young were born at each gestation site, which I've checked throughout the summer. So here's some eastern copperhead neonates. I found these on the Piedmont. This site is an old rock wall, and it's convenient for me because I can hit it on my way home from work. I found copperhead babies here multiple years, and this year in particular, or last year in particular, 2024, I found them 3 separate times. I believe they were 2 separate litters in which I found. And the cool thing about the eastern copperhead babies is they have a lime green tail when they're born, and they use that for caudal luring or to attract like insects so they can eat them. So this was late August. I'm checking the rock wall. You can see one of the copperheads has that lime green tail for caudal luring. In the rock crevice below, there's the mother, presumably, and there's 3 copperhead babies in that rock crevice right there. And then here, like I said, you can see in the crevice below, I'm pretty sure that's the mom. The babies are up top. Very, very cool to see. It's neat to see how many females give birth. I think in this particular case, there were 3 gestating females at the site. This is another portion of the rock wall I went at like a week later, and I was able to find more copperhead babies, and there's probably the mother right there chilling in that rock crevice. And there's another adult up there, maybe another mother who had just given birth. But I love this site, and copperheads breed every other year, so I didn't find them in 2023 at all at this site, but at 2024 there were at least 3 gestating females. Also found northern water snakes and a black rat snake hiding in this crevice earlier in the year. Here some babies are again in the rock crevice. You can see by their coloration is a little different than the adults. You can see here, I'm going to get a close-up of those copperhead neonates. There's a few of them. I think I count at least 4 in like a small little grassy nest right there. I'll get a better picture here. You can see right there with the flashlight. Just really, really cool to find. The timber rattlesnakes and copperheads, they have live births, so they don't lay eggs. So they're a little different than some other larger snakes, like black rat snakes around this area, which lay eggs. So here's some timber rattlesnake neonates. This site has copperheads and timber rattlesnakes, and I've known that it has gestating copperheads too, but for whatever reason, I've never found copperhead neonates at this site. I found timber rattlesnake neonates at this site on uh, multiple occasions. The timber rattlesnake females, they usually breed every 3 to 4 years. You can see their coloration is like a charcoal gray. Uh, for this particular location, I wasn't able to get there in good light, so I don't have the best pictures, but I was able to find at least three neonates at this site. So, like I said, I wasn't able to get the best pictures just because I had to go one day after work. The temperatures weren't the best, and most of the snakes were undercover because it was too warm. But this particular location, there's an adult timber rattlesnake, maybe the mother, and the babies are nearby, and there's a copperhead there as well. Um, like I said, couldn't get the best pictures, but was able to find three timber rattlesnake neonates at this site. It's always cool to see different species basking together. I have another video on here where I show all the times I found copperheads and timber rattlesnakes basking together in 2024. You can see in that last clip there was just the head that was exposed of the timber rattlesnake neonate. Right there you can see the head as well. Like I said, I couldn't get the best pictures.